registration.
For 2024, we had 1,932, but as of September for 2025, we're targeting 5,100.
Hindi ganun karami ho.
Hindi po ganun karami.
Hindi ganun
It's a
karami.
while po kasi. Medyo
Okay.
comprehensive
Mas
po.
marami pa yung spec eh. Oo.
But kasi po ito, very comprehensive and enterprise-based.
And you said it's 10 days.
10 days po yung core soft skills training.
Okay. And then how long
Then
is the program?
3 months yung technical training.
Okay.
But 3 months din, maximum po. 3 months yung technical training and maximum of 3 months an internship. But as I said po, minsan
Pag
yung
NEET siya, ibig sabihin hindi unemployed siya.
not in education,
Yes. So
employment,
how do
and training.
paano niyo siya tinetrain? You're training that person to be ready to apply for a job.
Yes. Ano po ito kasi it's in collaboration with industry, with the companies. Hindi po lang kami yun, kundi we involve the companies and we allow them to determine ano po ba yung mga kailangang competencies and skills when we train this for job start. So hindi po kami alone.
So in other words, out of school youth yun eh.
Maraming out of school youth din po, but marami po nga na they're out of education, not continuing education or not being employed.
Itong job spec and job start, you track the employment rate nito after undergoing spec, after undergoing job start. Na-track niyo ba kung anong kanilang employment rate?
We do track po the placement rate. For job start, we have about 56%, 55-56%. Okay. Next. Meron din po kami for SPES. We provide po you the details on the SPES. We're getting the data po.
Sige. But it's higher than 50%. I would assume.
Higher po. Kasi this is where we have more companies availing of the program.
And then there's another, you can supply the information later. Meron din meron ako nakitang program ninyo na I think it's important, no? Ito yung job search assistance.
Yes po.
Yeah, but nabawasan siya ng 43 million. Hindi ba importante yung job search assistant? Yun nga ang trabaho ng core mandate ng DOLE is to look for jobs, no, for our constituents. So, bakit po siya, anong impact nitong pagbawas ng almost 43 million?
As of now po we're still, we can continue doing our regular responsibility of job search and assistance. It is a component po yung aming public employment services. So it's really related din po sa job search assistance and providing career development support. But of course, it will affect our targeted beneficiaries.
But these are activities geared towards helping our constituents to look for
employment.
Okay, I think it's a very important program.
It's a component of our employment facilitation and employment services.
So, Secretary, let us know if you need any augmentation. Like for example, ito, in my opinion, is a very important program. Magaganda yung mga programs, but one of the core mandates of DOLE is to look for employment. So that's why when I saw the budget na nabawasan siya, my first instinct is we should at least manang restore or increase, no, so that we can help our constituents look for jobs, no. Parang dikit-dikit siya. You have the TUPAD for temporary, but at the end of the day, you want permanent jobs, and this is where the job search assistance will come in, no.
Opo.
Yun ang naisip ko. Tama po ba?
Tama po yun.
Exactly po. Tama-tama po, Mr. Chairman. Kaya nga po nung ako ay bumalik, ni-request ko rin po na ibalik sa DOLE ang TESDA because of the linkage of training and employment.
Yeah.
They provided supply. We look at for the demand, and then the demand would require activities na makakatulong po para dun sa nabanggit nga ninyo. Mahalaga po yung kabit-kabit sila, hindi po pwedeng iwanan lang ng patsi-patsi ang programa.
Yeah.
Hindi natin masusustain yung efforts na ginagawa para yung direksyon na maka-create at makakuha sila ng quality jobs. Medyo nagiging issue. It will be a persistent issue. So medyo tama po yung inyong analysis.
So, Secretary, from a broad macro scale, no, in terms of employment, kasi nakita ko dito, no, compared year on year, maganda yung ating situation based on your. Can you flash this, ComSec, in slide 4? The employment situation is improving, no? Ang participation rate natin tumaas siya, but few bumaba siya pero konti lang. But in unemployment natin ang bumaba, no? In 2020, in the next 12 months, no? May nakikita ba kayong headwinds or risk in terms of our unemployment and employment situation in our country, no? May nakikita ba kayong whether it's internal or external? Like for example, ito, I'll be very blunt about it, no? Yung flood control issue. Obviously, you know, almost 250 was cut off in the DPWH budget, no, for flood control, no. Some of them are ghost, so walang employment generation pag ghost. Some of them are substandard, kahit paano may employment generation. Pero naman rin mga flood control na maayos, so may employment generation yun, no. Construction is a big employment generator, di ba? Ang kanyang multiplier effect is, if I'm not mistaken, times 10, no? Meaning, if you have a budget of 1 peso, it creates 10 employment opportunities kasi may mga construction worker ka, nagdi-deliver ng semento, nagkakabit ng bakal. So with this cut in flood control of 250 and potentially baka mas marami pang cuts sa DPWH subject to sa pag-aayos nila ng kanilang budget. Do you see any risk in terms of unemployment and employment situation in our country?
Definitely po, internally, makakaroon po siya rin ng epekto o pinsala. Externally naman po, nakikita namin yung imposition ng mas mataas na taripa. Kasama din po yung posibilidad na maging batas yung keep call centers in America. So yan po, medyo sinusubaybayan din namin. Kaya nga po, importante na we keep close touch with the business organization. Yesterday po, meron kaming meeting with the CONWET because of their concerns, and we'd like to see how government acting together will be able to help their concerns. Yun ho kasing kanilang concern, hindi lamang po may kinalaman sa patuloy na pagtaas ng sweldo, pagliit ng margin, pati po mayroon pang mga ibang concerns na nabanggit. So, tama ko kayo doon. Both externally and internally, meron po kaming nakikita na pwedeng maging pabigat o makakadampen po. Hindi lamang siguro sa expansion ng industriya, pagpasok ng foreign investors, kaya dapat po siguro meron talagang magawa na mahalaga ang ating pamahalaan tungkol po diyan.
Economic growth kasi directly related to employment yan eh, no? Talagang it's highly correlated. But in your, meron ba kayong ginawang risk assessment, Andole, dito sa mga headwinds, dito sa mga issues na kinakaharap ng bansa natin? Like for example, in the issue of corruption, particularly on infrastructure, may nakikita ba kayong, like for example, how much ang madi-displace because of budget cuts? How much ang madi-displace because of, let's say, yung mga na-blacklist na contractors, diba? Mayroong balitaan ko yung mga Diskaya contractors na blacklist yun. So obviously, tanggal yung mga trabahador nila, tanggal yung mga projects nila. a lot of them are probably construction workers, so hindi permanent, no? I think a lot of them are contractual in nature, no? So pwede silang mag-transfer to other construction companies. But itong nararanasan nating issue on corruption on infrastructure, mayroon na ba kayong risk analysis kung ilan ba ang madi-displace o wala namang madi-displace kasi lilipat lang naman sila sa iba, diba? O ma-absorb ng private because kita ko na may resurgence ng construction industry in the private sector because of office spaces, no? So meron ba kayong ganun na analysis?
Sa ngayon po, Mr. Chairman, what we are doing through the Bureau of Local Employment in coordination with the regional offices is to keep track yung mga report po ng termination, separation, kung ano yung mga costs, no? Karamihan po nang nakita namin over since January to August, mga completion of project po ang nilalagay na rason. Yung iba naman po ay mga termination for just causes. So, but we keep on tracking, and we also actually directed our regional directors to coordinate with the regional DPWH para makita ho namin ilan ba dito ang may naka-identify na mga proyekto na pwedeng totoo pero hindi na nasuspindi, o yung ilan naman yung mga wala talaga. So wala po talaga kaming maililistang manggagawa pa doon dahil hindi pa naman po siya talaga may implement dahil ghost po siya. So yun po yung ginagawa sa ngayon, pero we'll pursue po and probably provide additional input para makita namin kung ano talaga magiging impact niya sa employment. Incidentally po, tayo ay one of the pathfinders country ng doon po sa Global Accelerator ng UN. At ang tinarget po natin na sector na magkaroon po tayo ng ikangay focus na intervention is the construction and the transportation industry. Kasi nga po yung potential ng trabaho na kagaya ng nabanggitin nyo, kung may isang trabaho, meron siyang epekto na nagmumultiply 5 to 10 siguro nakikinabang dahil yung activity will generate additional activities, no? Yung construction, meron po mga tatayo dyan ng mga negosyo na iba pa. So yun po yung aming ginagawa sa ngayon, but we will pursue po.
Yeah. Kami naman dito sa Senado, Secretary, of course, we don't want to repeat what happened in 2025, 2024 in terms of the budget. So very careful kami sa pagre-review ng budget. Pero mindful rin kami sa pagkakat ng budget, merong ring impact yan on employment, impact on our revenue generation, dahil kung wala kang construction company, wala ka rin magbabayad ng VAT, walang magbabayad ng income tax. Government contributes about 15% of our economy. So kung hindi tayo gagastos, ang gobyerno hindi gagastos, ang ekonomiya natin hindi gugulong. So we're very mindful of that. But what we need from the department as support is kasi ang analysis ko, although very top line lang to, kahit magkakat tayo sa infra, yung mga tao pwedeng lumipat sa private construction, no? Pag kinat natin sa flood control, ilalagay natin sa school building, merong construction sa school building, diba? Or construction sa hospital, kasi yun ang isang direction na gusto naming gawin, ilalagay sa hospital. So, ang kailangan namin sa departments, how i-manage yung risk, diba? Ilan ba ang mawawalang trabaho kung meron? Pero kung neutral o even green, mas maganda. Kasi yung ghost project, walang gain yun eh. Pero yung ghost project, wala naman employment ang ghost projects eh. So, but kung malalagay natin sa tama, may gain yun. Diba? So, that's what we want to understand and get kumbaga deeper analysis from the department para mag-guide kami in terms of budgeting. Yeah.
That, Mr. Chairman. Thank you po. Thank you.
And at the same time, do you also see any impact dito sa mga, kanina nasabi niyo yung trade war, no? Marami kasing mga uncertainty tulad nung ano yung i-impose na tariffs in terms of tariffs doon sa semiconductors natin. Tapos ngayon merong usapan na meron silang yung Keep Call Centers Home na proposal. So malaking dagok yan sa atin dahil ang laki ng call center industry natin. So meron na ba tayong study sa mga ganitong external headwinds na, like for example, yung mga let's say yung Middle East situation, well ngayon nag-improve, no? assuming hindi siya mag-improve, marami rin tayong mga kababayan sa Middle East na baka i-repatriate o bumalik dito. So may mga ganun na impact in terms of employment and unemployment. Meron na ba tayong mga ganyan na risk assessment in terms of employment?